Let us study about a very important topic in Unit 5, that is security as a service. There are various third-party providers basically who are providing this security as a service in cloud. They are termed as SecAS. There are various top security vendors. Basically, you have Oracle, Access Security Broker, that is termed as SCASR. Then you have single sign-on security provider, they are termed as Okta. Then you have email security providers, specifically Proofpoint. Then you have website and app security provider, they are termed as White Hat Security. And then you have the network security, they are the Qualys. So these are basically the top vendors in cloud computing environment. We'll be seeing more about these. So let us see firstly the outline what we are going to cover. First we'll see an introduction to SecAS, that is introduction of security as a service. Then we'll see the benefits of SecAS. Then we will see what are the different examples basically for SecAS which are listed today now. And then we'll see what basically you have to look for a SecAS provider, or what is the need to basically look for a SecAS provider, or what, when you want a SecAS, what are the things you need to look for, and then followed by certain assignments specific for this topic. So security as a service, in short, as I said, is termed as SecAS, and this is basically an outsourced service. Outsourced service in the sense where you are giving it to a particular company which is outside of your organization. So it is termed as an outside company, and it is handling and managing the security for you on your behalf. So the simplest example is for security as a service is using an antivirus software over the internet. You do not build your own antivirus. You basically depend on various other third-party providers. So they try to analyze what is needed, what is the basic signature for various viruses, and they try to develop software that is termed as antivirus software which will protect your system. So this is one of the very simplest example for security as a service where you are going to outsource the security. So security solutions are no longer delivered locally. So they would not be locally delivered, right? So where your IT department can install it. It's going to be specifically what IT department can install is the virus protection software, spam filtering software, and other security tools on each machine on the network and the server, that is basically your workplace. If you see your lab, you might be having antivirus on each and every machine, right? So this will basically protect the entire network from creating a havoc to your data. So keeping the software updated is very important, specifically in the IT world, and specifically when new viruses keep on coming every now and then. And also you have to tell your staff also to use it. So this becomes a major issue when it is basically locally managed. So there are various benefits basically for using security as a service. Let us see. So you basically work with the latest and most updated security tools that are basically available. So basically most of the updated viruses are antivirus tools, and they are going to be very effective and useful. Actually, if you see in our environment, first the virus comes and then the antivirus comes. Because new viruses are developed by the hackers or the companies who are basically into developing viruses. Of course, there are certain companies who develop viruses. So they have to study the antivirus software. Analysts basically have to study the characteristics of the various viruses that are there, and then they have to develop an antivirus accordingly. So they have to analyze the signatures of the viruses and then develop an antivirus. So this is basically they need to work with the latest virus definition. That is where you try to study the characteristics of the various viruses. So this will allow them to stomp out the threats, and even the newest one will be attacked or analyzed. So with security as a service, you are basically always using tools that are updated with the latest threats and options. So threats are also going to increase with time, and also the attacks related to it, or the any other issues that are related to these threats. So they will increase with the technology. So this means that you do not have to worry about that your users are not updating their antivirus, because you are basically managing it as a whole from a single point. So antivirus software and keeping other softwares up to date to ensure the latest security patches are in use. So you don't have to worry this, because this is all managed at a single hand. So the same goes for updating and maintaining spam filter. So these are all managed because it becomes a part of your security as a service, which is outsourced. Now you get to buy or you get to hire basically the best security people they are working with. So these are basically the IT security experts, and they are at your back and call. So and they are basically more experienced and better skilled as compared to anybody, even with your compared with your IT team. So they are best skilled and they are always available to you, but of course it comes with a cost. So various other benefits are also there, like you have faster provisioning. So the beauty of this as a service offerings, basically you have stated various as a service. So here also security as a service, SecCash. This is also one of the services as I told you. So you can access your things, all the tools instantly, immediately you can be given the access as soon as you buy or as soon as it is installed. And SecCash offerings are basically provided on demand. So it is basically an on-demand service, and so you can scale up or down as the need arises. So if there are various machines, so it could be scaled up, and if there are less number of machines, it could be scaled up. And also you can do so with the specific speed and agility. So you also can focus on what's more important for your organization. Like for example, using a web-based interface or having access management to the dashboards, which is basically going to list out the major activities in your organization. This can make it very easier for your IT team basically to administer and control security processes within the organization. So as I said, security processes in an organization are very important, and that needs to be managed accordingly and appropriately. The team has to be very alert. So if all these web interface and dashboard is provided, the IT team management can basically manage it, administer it, and basically control major security processes of your organization. So makes basically in-house management very simpler. So if you have your data that is protected and it is enough, and basically the procedures that are provided are not enough to just keep it secure, so you need to have something add-ons. So you should know where a user accesses the data, when he or she does not have any legitimate business reason to access that. At times they are accessed at wrong times or maybe by wrong people. So that needs to be tracked. So you have to have an appropriate management policies basically. So making such things easier in an inbuilt environment is going to be very useful. So these things need to be inbuilt in your architecture, or maybe in the architecture of the third-party service providers. Also you save on the cost. You do not have to buy the hardware, or you do not have to pay for the software licenses basically, but you can still replace your upfront capital costs with a variable operating expenditure, because you have to pay for the third-party service or an SecCash service provider. You don't have to buy it. They will just rent it out to you for some specific period of time. So as soon as your work is over, you can close the contract with them. So this is done by signing a contract and paying a rent. So this is basically offered at a discounted rate, and it is very less as compared to the upfront cost. Now there are various examples of security as a service offering. Like for example, Cloud Security Alliance, which we studied in the last class, has focused more on the security issues in cloud. So this is basically including suggestions basically to manage the issues in cloud, and it's basically a security software that is delivered on the cloud along with the guidelines, and it also helps in managing the in-house security management. So it provides basically a solution that can avail touch on several categories, and the major outline is specified in the CSA, that is Cloud Security Alliance. So some of the examples are disaster recovery and business continuity. So tools basically help you make sure that your IT and the operations are backed up, and basically in no time when the disaster occurs. You need the data, it is very important. So that needs a immediate backup as soon as some disaster occurs. You cannot wait for the disaster to happen later and then take the backup. So your backup system has to be strong enough, which realizes that there is some disaster going to happen and it could be recovered. It could be a physical disaster, or it could be IT related disaster also. It could be anything. So then continuous monitoring is another example of security as a service. So these basically tools that allow you to manage risk continually. So if you can continuously monitor the things that are happening in the organization, it is very useful. So specifically the security processes that are in place already. So if at all there is anything that is upset that, or there is any specific breach, so it needs to be immediately handled. So handling nearly at real time will be very beneficial for the organization, because then the availability of the services are always going to be there. Then data loss prevention is also one of the major things. So tools that basically protect, monitor and verify the security of the data, of specific your data, whether they are in storage or in use, whether it is basically at rest or when the data is basically moving from one environment to the other. So data loss prevention is one of the major factors which is very important for security as a service. Then email security. So this basically protects your business from phishing, spamming accounts and malicious attachments. So this is also again very important, because whenever you send a mail, right, you could also receive spamming accounts, or your mail also could go as a spam. So to manage all that, basically, specifically phishing also is also another important email security thing that need to be managed. So email security is very important. Then encryption, this makes sure that your data is basically protected and unreadable. We have discussed about various encryption algorithms that are basically applied here. So it's basically decoded using some right numerical or some cryptographic ciphers. So basically your code is ciphered and nobody can read it. And then identity and access management, we have also studied about this. So this provides authentication, access intelligence and identification of various user management tools. So identification, verification also, it helps. Then you have intrusion management. So there are certain unusual activities that happen that need to be detected and also that need to be managed. So they need to do that by using a pattern recognition technology, where certain event is happening and it is basically an unusual event. So there are certain tools that basically detect and also help in managing. Then you have network security. So basically tools and services that help you manage network access and distribute, protect and monitor network services. Security assessment, there are basically audits that happen, auditing basically the current security measures, whether they are in place or no, and to see if these are compliant with the industry standards. Compliance is a very must, which is currently which we are studying, and not just the legal processes, also security compliance also need to be checked. Then you have security information and event management. There are various tools basically that aggregate log and event information. So this log will have all the different accesses, what event has happened at what specific time, and all the necessary details specifically for the security processes. So these can be analyzed basically in real time. These will help you in detecting if at all there are any anomalies and if there are any intrusions and the measures that need to be taken. So vulnerability scanning, this also helps in managing the vulnerabilities. This will detect any vulnerable things in your network or your IT infrastructure. And then you have the web security. This basically gives you the protection for online applications which are hosted on the server or any other cloud server, and whenever they are accessed basically by public in a real time, so they help you protect the online applications. There are various things when you look out for a SecLast provider, and we are focusing on 3 factors here. So these 3 factors have to be there so that even your applications run appropriately on the cloud. So whenever you are utilizing the service of a SecLast provider, so the significant things that bother you is interoperable, low TCO cost and report. So with respect to interoperable, you have to avoid vendor lock-in issues. You have to see that vendor doesn't have any specific thing that is very unique to him, and when you want to port your data to some other cloud, there should be no hassles. So you have to avoid vendor lock-in and then have more flexibility by making sure that the solutions you choose have no interoperability issues. So if it is focusing on standards, then there are no issues basically of related to vendor lock-in. Then you have low TCO, that is basically total cost of ownership, and this is basically a good criteria in choosing the SecLast provider. So read the fine print and be sure that you get the language right. So you have to read the services that are provided, that is SLA, service level agreements that are provided, and you have to read it very finely so that you try to understand the language right, and you or else you might end up paying more basically with the chosen package, and you might have some similar competitive packages that are probably lower than this. So you don't have to pay higher for a service which is easily available with the others. And then reporting, basically you choose solutions that should have a reporting mechanism, and this reporting mechanism, as I said, is very important because it will give you a visibility into major security events, attack logs and other important data. Though there is a SecLAS provider who basically manages all this, but still you have to manage the full security picture, and you still need to have the visibility option in spite of having a SecLAS. So these are major benefits of managing the SecLAS or hiring the third party services. So these are some of the assignments for today. You can just have a look at it, specifically related to this topic. And if you have any queries, you can contact me at this specific email ID. And we are done for today. Thank you.